So, Noah Lyles is now becoming public hater number 1 in my opinion.
Biggest hater, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress.
If you haven't seen his recent comments in regards to Anthony Edwards, let's go over that in order to set the stage for our conversation. When Lyles was negotiating an Adidas contract extension last year, the company, he says, threw him what it thought was a bone. Adidas invited him to the shoe release event for Anthony Edwards, the rising Minnesota Timberwolves star, who's got plenty of talent, but unlike Lyles, isn't a 6-time world champion. You want to do what? Says Lyles. You want to invite me to an event for a man who has not even been to an NBA finals in a sport that you don't care about, and you're giving him a shoe? No disrespect, the man is an amazing athlete. He is having a heck of a year. I love that they saw the insight to give him a shoe because they saw that he was going to be big. All I'm asking is, how could you not see that for me? Adidas declined to comment in February. Lyles signed a new deal with the company, reportedly the most lucrative track and field contract in the post-Bolt era. So shout out to Noah Lyles for obviously getting the bag here, but at the same time, these comments definitely sparked an uproar on Twitter. Jalen Brunson even came out and said, damn, I thought this was Centel, basically saying that he thought this was a parody account making this and it was fake. And I'm pretty sure you guys already know about the situation that he had not too long ago, saying world champions of what?
You know, the thing that hurts me the most is that I have to watch the NBA finals and they have world champion on their head. World champion of what? The United States? Don't get me wrong. I love the US at times. But that ain't the world. That is not the world. We are the world. We have almost every country out here fighting, thriving, putting on their flag to show that they are represented. There ain't no flags in the NBA.
And at that time, I thought those comments were fair, and I still think they're fair. But I think we have to now look at those comments and also point out the fact that Noah Lyles simply does not like the reality which is right in front of him. Even though he has accomplished more than most of the modern day athletes, he is not treated the same way that most of them are, NBA and NFL alike, which I get that. But if you ask the average person who Noah Lyles is, let's be honest, they probably won't know. It's a simple fact of supply and demand, and the fact that more than likely anything that has Noah Lyles' name on it is not going to sell the same way that a superstar NBA athlete will, especially in the long haul. Anthony Edwards, if he goes on to be as good as people say that he will be, his stuff will sell for years and years. Look at KD, LeBron, Steph. Now, I know he has not made it that far in his career yet, but you understand why companies are hopping on the NBA bandwagon, because it's proven that if you find the right athlete in order to promote your product, you're going to sell for years to come. And track, unfortunately, does not have that same merit. And with these comments, Noah Lyles continues to make himself more and more unlikable. But at the same time, I do understand that the guy is accomplished. He's one of the fastest men in the world right now, the fastest man in the 100. He got bronze in the 300, and that prompted a lot of people to bring that up as well, saying that he honestly believes that he is as great as Bolt, but he's nowhere near that level, which I honestly agree with that sentiment as well. Noah Lyles seems like a guy who thinks he is much bigger than he actually is. And at the same time, I do give the guy his props. He is super fast, super talented, all of that, and it would be crazy to not recognize him as one of the best. Now, Noah Lyles did respond to these allegations in a tweet that says this: there's a rumor going around that I did not go to the Anthony Edwards shoe release because he didn't deserve it. That is not the case. He definitely deserves his shoe. He is an amazing player. The problem was finding the time based on my prior engagements. Congratulations on being an Olympic champion. And now, with all of that being said, has Anthony Edwards been to an NBA Finals? Has he accomplished the same things that Noah Lyles has in regards to track as compared to the NBA? No. But Noah Lyles' comments just came off as a backhanded compliment when he started to praise Anthony Edwards towards the end of that segment. Now, it is ironic, though, that this was leaked to the public at the Noah Lyles controversy after the 200 race, right? So that leads me directly into my next segment. Tyreek Hill had some interesting words for Noah Lyles.
Lyles can't say nothing after what just happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Then he want to come out and pretend like he's sick. I feel like that's like horseradish. So for him to like do that and say that we're not world champions of like our sport, says like, come on, bro. Like, just speak on what you know about. You know what I'm saying? And that's track.
Would you like to
feel me?
race him when he gets home?
I would beat Noah Lyles.
You think so?
I would beat Noah Lyles.
Like by a lot?
No, I wouldn't beat him by a lot, but I would beat Noah Lyles.
I'd like to see that happen.
And guess what? When I beat him, I'm going to put on a COVID mask and let him know I mean business.
Now, do I believe for 1 second that Tyreek Hill can beat Noah Lyles in a race? No, I do not. Would I love to see it? Yes, I would love to see this race. I don't believe that Tyreek Hill would win, but it would be an interesting race indeed. However, I'm not going to sit up here and disrespect Noah Lyles like that. The guy is an amazing athlete. He's fast. He's all of those things. But at the same time, do I believe that he is a hater and he doesn't like the fact that other sports get more love than track and field? Yeah, I think so. But the best way to combat that is being the most dominant in your events. And Noah Lyles has not done that, though. Not on the Olympic stage. He had a chance in the Olympics in order to go to another level. Let's say boat-like level. And he didn't do that. He won his first race by just a little bit. And when I say just a little bit, he really thought he lost that race initially until the photo finish. And then in the 200, we know that he got bronze. Now, the controversy surrounding him and COVID, I don't want to say the man was lying about having COVID, but a lot of people find it very ironic that this would come out as soon as he took the L. Now, I want you guys to correct me if I'm wrong, but I did see somewhere that said that he only beat that time that the winner raced once. So even if Noah would have been 100%, that does not necessarily guarantee that he was going to be able to win that race. Okay, so looking at it, let's say Tobago, the winner of the event, ran 19:46. Noah Lyles ran 19:07. However, his fastest time in the 200 is 19:31, which is the American record and third fastest all time, which he did on August the 24th, 2023. However, it is true that he has only ran faster than the 19:46 that one time. So a perfect Noah Lyles could have won the event, but did he choke or was he sick? Now, before the event even started, Noah Lyles was running around and parading before he even took off. That is not a good look, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. And even with all of that being said, I'm not gonna root against Noah Lyles. I believe that he truly feels disrespected in this sport because he feels as if he has accomplished a lot. But at the same time, I think Noah Lyles has to sit down and realize that his sport does not command what he's asking for. That attention, that notoriety that NBA players get, Noah Lyles will not be on that level unless he somehow becomes the same great that Usain Bolt was. And as of right now, he is nowhere close. But I do want to give Noah Lyles props for winning gold in the 100. And I think the next great track and field athlete may be that kid Quincy Wilson, the 16-year-old. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, his debut wasn't anything impressive. Well, he was hurt, but you did not hear a lot about that. He didn't really make an excuse. And I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think about this entire situation. And if you made it this far in the video,